Well, the rains are starting up again. Remnants of Hurricane Delta. Welcome. You're on the front porch with the Bearded Welshman. Been raining all day. Smoked some Bagpiper's Dream in my TPI Custom. And this is a stem that I have. And as you can see, it works, but it doesn't fit flush. So, but I like that style. So I got to get a hold of a stem maker. Let's see if I can get a stem made. Not a black stem. I don't know. I don't know if I want to stay with black or if I want to do something with a little bit of color. I'm just not into color. Yeah, I just love the green on that. TPI right there. TPI. It's upside down, but TPI. Let's see if we can see it over here. TPI. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Mark. Coffee. Black, of course. This Bagpiper's Dream is a little moist, so you gotta let it dry out a little bit. I don't think I let it dry out enough. And I just filled my lighter with fluid. I overfilled it. There's a tip for all you Zippo people. Never overfill your Zippo, because until you get it figured out, until you get that burned down a little bit, that's what you get. And it gets into the cap, and pay attention when you're filling your Zippo. So, there you go. Mom left yesterday. Missed her already. She was here for over a month. Can't believe that. Over a month. I'm loving my new pipes. I love that K-Woody. There's something about that pipe. And of course, this one and the other one. So, I'm into woodworking, you know that. It's one of the things that hadn't really talked much about, because I was learning. And I found this today, and this is one of my most prized possessions. My son, who went to college, minored in pottery, and he loves working with his hands. And this, to me, is beauty. This is dip here. Can you go around here? And you see this crack. And he was going to throw this out. I was out visiting him. And he's got his initials on the bottom. JD, like his dad, JD. I said, no, son, I want that. And I could drink out of this mug, but I don't, because I keep it around. 2 reasons. Let's show you this mug real cool. Quick again. Dip in there. These are purposely done. Or maybe not. But he cracked it. He cracked it while he was working it. He's honing his skills. Now that's probably 2, 3 years, 4 years old maybe. And you should see some of his artwork. I should have brought one of his other pieces out with me. He's really good. So what's that have to do with the woodworking? Well, those of you that make pipes, timbers, stems, you can appreciate the learning process, right? You're learning to get better at what you do. And we don't always get it right. Tiger Woods didn't become the best because he just got out there one day, hit a golf ball, and he was really good at it. He would hit thousands of golf balls every day. He would work out every day. And he would prepare and practice and practice and practice and practice. Any of the great pipe makers will tell you, a lot of their early pipes, they would call them seconds because they weren't perfect. But people like me see the beauty in those, like my son's mug. So I started going, you know what? I'm going to make tobacco trays. So since I had to take a break, and I've been getting better and getting better. And this is a piece that I glued it up. I glued it up a while ago. By the way, if you're liking this channel, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And you'll get all my content as soon as it comes out. Thank you to the new subscribers over the past few days. And I also have products on there. And if you'd like to support me, it's all in the description box. But anyhow. So this is just like this is trim work from the Home Depot, right? So a while ago, I did the biscuit cuts. Did in here like this. I went biscuit cut, and then down here did a biscuit cut. Glued everything up, put it together. Looks like a nice board, huh? Just got to sand it down. See the lip? See how? Now watch. See that edge right there? It's all got to get sanded down. See the imperfections right there? It's all got to get sanded down. Now I don't have a planer, so I'm going to make this into a thicker board than normal. And I wasn't going to do anything with it because I didn't want to deal with it. And I thought, what a waste of precious time and something that even with its imperfections has beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. See all that glue? All that glue's that's got to come off. Everything's got to get sanded down. And that'll all be smooth and even. And then I'll stain her up. And she'll look nice. See how uneven the edges are? So they'll go through the table saw. And I'll run it across, square it, I'll square this off. I'll square this off a little bit more. I might do a little bit of rounding, edging. Might just do some routering to this. Or is the pipe makers and the tamper makers, you can all appreciate the work that goes in is time consuming. It takes time. In the beginning, it looks like nothing. You start getting together, and it's not there yet. It's not complete. But as you slowly work it, like a potter works the clay, the beauty comes out. Now to me, because my son made this, it's priceless. I'll always have this. Because this reminds me of my imperfections, of my flaws. Not his. Not anybody else's. But mine. And how daily I'm trying to work on my flaws. And how do I do that? I examine myself. Take a good hard look in the mirror. I'm married, so I have my wife, my partner in life, we do this as couples. We point out each other's flaws. Not to say to be mean, but to address it. It helps me to become a better husband. It helps me to be a better father. It helps me to be a better person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's so true in that saying. And I don't know who it was who came up with that saying. Like playing the guitar. You play, and you play, and you play. I just gave someone advice yesterday about she plays violin. Doesn't think she's very good. I don't know. From what I heard, I thought she was pretty good. And I said, you know how you get better? You play with other people. Don't just practice. Learn from others. It's the same way with woodworking, pipe making, tamper making. Mark obviously learned by watching others. Mike at Cane Rod Piper, he learned. He watched. He asked questions. And they'll tell you their pipes, as Mark has said it many times, their work has always not been the greatest. And in the beginning, they did not do well. But as time went on and they kept honing their craft, they learned, they got better and better and better. Now, it took me a while to learn the things that I have learned in woodworking. And a lot of it has been through watching others on video, asking questions, and trial by error. And I think the best way of those three to learn is trial by error. My dad used to say to me, a mistake is not a mistake if you learn something from it. My son learned what not to do for this to happen. The firing process wasn't complete. He learned. But I love this cup. I love that mug. And like I said, I should have brought some of his other stuff out. He's got some really good stuff. Pipe smoking, trial by error. When you fall, don't stay down, get up and keep going. It's one of the other valuable lessons my father taught me. Get up, dust yourself off, forge ahead. Move on, learn. Learn how not to fall down. It's like when you were learning to walk. You learned balance. Learned to ride a bike. You learned how to balance on the bike. It's the same thing with me. Now my trays that I'm working on, the one I have that I'm working for someone here, it's much thinner. It's a much better wood. It's red oak. And it's coming along very nicely. Because I practiced and I worked, and this one I sat down and have a couple others. I won't sell them because I like to keep them around to remind me. To remind me of where I started and how far I've come, and that nobody has ever done anything perfect, ever. Not one person on this earth, other than Jesus Christ, that's what I believe, has ever done anything perfect. We make mistakes every day. But we need to learn from them. Well, thank you for joining me. I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of this pipe, finish up my coffee. Notice I got the plaid shirt on. It's lighter than it's just perfect for this kind of cool, wet weather we're having. Oh, Merle, he's standing guard. Hey. Hey. We slept with the windows open last night. Merle, good boy. And a coyote was howling, woke us up in the middle of the night. Coyote. And then we had them around. I didn't know we had them this close. I know they're around, but I didn't know they were this close. So, hopefully we won't get woken up by that tonight. Last night that irritated me when I got woken up by the howling. 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyhow, that's the band, buddy. I'm going to get going, y'all. Have a great evening. Learn from your mistakes. They're not a mistake if you learn something. And if you make the mistake twice, smile. Make people think you did it on purpose. Heard Eddie Van Halen say that in an interview. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. It's how we grow. Have a good evening, everyone. God bless. God loves you. So do I. Keep on keeping on. Get at it. Light 'em up.